Hello, Lindsay Milner here, silverandtraining.com. How's work? Today I want to talk about the importance of trust in the workplace. If you watched the previous video, you will have seen Elizabeth Mee, who talks about how important trust is for her and what a difference it makes in the workplace. So I thought it might be interesting to say a little bit more about it. And I remember talking to someone else quite a while ago who said that one of the reasons that work was so awful for her was that she didn't get on with her manager, and the main problem was that she just didn't trust him. She felt that he'd never got her back. And I agree, there are some managers out there, some people that we come across, and it doesn't seem to matter what we do, we never feel that we'll be comfortable trusting them. But I want to ask you to really think about your role in this, because whilst you can't change somebody else's behaviour, what you can change is your own. And a lot of the time, the reasons why people micromanage and generally act as if they don't trust us is because they fear that we'll let them down in some way. They're afraid that they will be judged on your performance. And the reality is if they're the manager, then they should be judged on your performance because their role is to get the best out of you. But as I say, we can't actually really do anything to change somebody else's behaviour. The only thing that we have a direct influence on is our own behaviour. So stop and think, what might there be something that you're doing or not doing that makes them feel that they can't trust you? If you can up your game in some way at work, if you can, under promise and over deliver, to use an old sort of piece of jargon, but if you are able to go the extra mile and show that you're able to be trusted, then that's one way that you can learn to develop a more trusting working relationship. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying this is something that you can do right now as if some of the other things that I've suggested are really simple things to do. This one will require an investment from you in your time and effort and really applying yourself to it. But the payoff can be really, really rewarding. And Stephen Covey, in his book The Speed of Trust, talks about how difficult it is to build up trust and how easy it is to lose it. It takes just one thing to go wrong and suddenly all the trust has gone, and then it takes a lot longer to build that up again. But he does have some really useful strategies in that book that help you to help rebuild trust, or if there's never been trust there in the first place, to build trust. And as I say, the first thing that you can do is to make sure that you're fulfilling everything that you say you're doing. You're keeping your promises. And in that way, your manager will learn to realise that what you do, when you say you'll do something, you'll do it, and you'll do a good job, and you will actually fulfil all of your promises, and they will begin to trust you. Again, we saw David Andrew talked in his interview with me about how changing his attitude changed his relationship with the people that he worked with, including all his managers. So it is a really powerful thing that you can do. As I say, I'm not going to pretend it's a quick and easy win. It will take time. But again, Covey, in his books The Speed of Trust, says it actually can take a lot less time than you think. If you're interested in that book, I suggest you take a look at it. It's not the original Stephen Covey, the one who did the 7 Habits. It's actually his son. And personally, I thought it was a better book. It was easier to read, more interesting, more engaging, and also I mean, the first one had loads of good advice, but this one also has a load of good advice on how to build trust within your working relationships, as well as your personal relationships, but obviously we're focusing mainly on work. So yeah, take a look at that book. I reviewed it ages ago. It was one of the first book reviews that I did. I'll put a link so that you can, that will appear towards the end of this video. And also I'll put a link to Elizabeth Mee's interview, which I posted, was the last video that I posted. So that's trust and the importance of trust in the workplace. It can make a really big difference to how your working relationships go, and to how you feel about work as well. So let me know, what do you think about this issue? Put some comments in the comment box. I'd love to hear what you think. If you want to know more about how to improve your working relationships, how to be happy at work, then please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, when I will see you again for more about the science of happiness, it's bye for now from me, Lindsay Milner, silverntraining.com. Bye.